These pricks have failed me miserably.
Surrounded by pricks.
You stupid pricks!
Who are these pricks anyway?
Welcome to the first, hopefully not last, installment of the Prickast, featuring myself, Go Burns, GB, along with Kane, Red the 8-Bit Dinosaur, Yuji Outlaw, as well as Mike the Gaming Jew, who is MIA today. But hi guys, how are y'all doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Doing awesome.
All right, so this is something we've been brainstorming for a while now, the idea of having our own podcast. There's a bazillion other podcasts out there. I have been on a few of them over the years. Carrick's international podcast over at ACG. I even attempted to do my own podcast, the GB Cast. That didn't work out so well. But we've been wanting us five pricks, as we're called, to do our own thing. And finally we decided, about a month ago, that we were going to stop talking about it and finally start doing it.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things, like, the more we kind of dragged it out, the less we do it. If that makes any sense?
Exactly.
Oh, God, yeah. It reminds me of a lot of stuff I do in IRL, you know. The more someone tells me that you gotta keep doing this, the less likely we're gonna want to do it, you know. So it's like, hey, we got it, do it,
Yeah.
you know. We're doing it.
We're here.
So let's tell you all what the Prickast is going to be about. It's going to be us five. Hopefully Mike will be back for episode 2. He had a real life thing happen. You know, that's just the way it goes. And the Prickast may not always be us five. It may rotate. Sometimes one of us may not be able to make it. So it may just be 4 of us. It may be 5 of us. On very rare occasions in the future, we may have a guest. But we're going to always cap the Prickast to 5-6 people. We're not going to be like other podcasts out there that get successful and go crazy and end up having like a dozen plus people in the podcast. That's just too many talking heads. And that's one thing that myself and the rest of these guys, we just want to limit that to, you know, quality over quantity.
Yes, this is not Congress.
Oh, God.
Our parliament. I think parliament's worse than Congress.
Well, I mean, in Parliament, it's basically just a bunch of old men shouting at each other, but except with angry British accents, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you got fucking, you know, one side of it's like, well, you see, the right honourable gentleman there, they're not telling the truth. And then you got the other guy, it's like, well, actually, you see the Prime Minister is saying this and that, but I don't agree with what he's saying.
And that's enough political talk today.
Yeah,
that's the only political talk you'll ever hear on this show.
Yeah, unless it happens to be related to video games. So our topics will include video games, gaming news, as well as other entertainment, you know, like TV shows we're watching, movies, comics, maybe even sports we'll dabble into every now and then. So that's pretty much what the Prickast is going to be. Just a variety of things that interest all of us. Gaming is mostly the big chunk of the theme of our podcast going forward. But it is an honor to be part of this with you guys. So I think we'll go ahead and get things kicked off with Yuji. Yuji's going to bring up the first topic. You have the floor.
First up, a bit nervous, but I'll get over it. Right.
Oh, no.
So my topic is going to be kind of something that I never thought in a million years that I would ever play again in my lifetime, and that would be WWE 2K22. So the reason why I stopped playing the WWE games, because most people know I grew up a wrestling fan. I used to watch it with my dad when I was young back in the day. So I think around WWE 2K15, I kind of stopped buying them because most of us in this podcast can agree that most sports games are basically just the same old shit every year. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Cough, FIFA, cough.
Madden,
that's
NBA 2K.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
FIFA. Oh,
Yeah.
FIFA.
Yeah, we could go on and on. So I remember one of my real life friends, he kind of messaged me, and I hadn't spoken to him, I'd say, in about a year and a half. So he just says, oh, have you played the new WWE game? And I just said, no. I says, I haven't played any of them, I said, in years. Oh, I said, man, I said, you got to pick this up. You got to give it a try. So I just said, sure, I might as well. So I was passing my GameStop one day and I saw it for like €20. So I just said, fuck it. So I picked it up and I kind of started playing it, and I'm not going to lie, I was kind of got back into it again. A lot of new features that they did bring in. One of them was kind of like a career mode, basically called My Rise, where you can basically like create yourself if you want to, and just take yourself into a WWE career and see if you can win the big one. They threw in a Rey Mysterio kind of showcase. Honestly, I wasn't really feeling it because nothing against Rey Mysterio, he just wasn't one of my favorites. Plus, the thing was kind of awful short. And then I decided to myself to try it online, and yeah, you people think Call of Duty is bad. Wait till you try WWE 2K22 online. You will hear the N word more times than you will hear in any other first-person shooter game, and that is 100% fact.
Damn. By the
Fucking
way,
hell.
do you
Yes, sir.
know? Did you know that game is the favorite one of Star 7?
Oh
I'm-
god.
Really?
He has a TikTok of him basically imitating his fucking character on WWE. I'm not lying to you.
Wow.
He's like there, like that TikTok that I passed to you guys. It's him. He created himself in the fucking game, and he's so proud of it.
Oh my god. Fucking boomer TikToks be like.
So please, if you find
Like, okay,
those-
I can put my hand up and I can say when I was younger, when I used to play the WWE games, I used to create myself. Any other person that has played a WWE game has probably done that.
Yeah.
Like, I even came up with an idea just for a bit of a laugh.
I mean,
That
Yuji, sorry
what
for
would happen-
interrupting you. But
No, go ahead.
you know, now you mentioned recreating yourself in games. The closest thing I've ever got to doing that was recreating myself in Wii Sports. That's the closest I've ever gotten. You know, man, I just wanted to beat up Matt in boxing. You know, I've never beat him though. Damn it!
Little prick.
I remember playing.
One idea that I kind of came up with was what would happen if Mike, who's sadly not here, and his best buddy, Mr. Slowly, got in a wrestling match together and see who would win.
Oh, that would be fantastic. I remember there is another fighting game that lets you do that. I think Most Critical did that, and he created
Right.
a lot of new characters, and it was quite insane. But going back to the topic of Strauss, like his character is so lore friendly. Like he has the fucking shirt, he's the fucking the boring pants, and like the typical corpo outfit. He's like there. Like I don't
Mhm.
like I want to be a fucking CEO of a publisher, you know? I can recreate myself one to one, being the same miserable bastard
Yeah.
on a video game. And the best part is I would
God.
love to have him on the fucking game because I could punch him, you know? I won't feel bad about
There
it.
you go.
So please, if the one that creates WWE, bring the Star Signic to your character pool on WWE, it will be fan. I will buy in that game. I want to recreate the life of an ugly Cargo.
I have a quick question. Now that we all are mentioning like wrestling and WWE and shit, so like you know how
Mhm.
WrestleMania's going on at the moment. I think I don't know.
It was last week.
Oh,
But
it was
go
last
ahead.
Oh, that
week,
was
okay.
last week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently Logan Paul was there.
Oh god.
So, yeah.
He was actually. I'm can touch on this because I actually watched
All right.
WrestleMania. Yeah, Logan Paul actually was in a match at WrestleMania, but he was in a
Yeah.
tag match because most people would know Logan Paul can't fight his way out of a paper bag. Just watch his boxing matches. Yes, shots fired.
I mean, I watched both of all his boxing matches. I mean, he
you know-
looks like he has a good
Mm.
right hook, but I don't know.
Mm.
But wait,
Sorry,
Kate,
what?
do you bet on those fights?
I bet
remember-
on KSI when he
Oh,
fought KSI
alright.
the second time.
But
Did you
And I-
win money out of that?
Yeah, I won 150 quid because I betted on him.
Damn, this 150.
I know, right?
Jesus Christ!
Nice.
Some
that's
good money, man.
I know. Holy shit! Like people really wanted to fucking to basically Logan Paul to win.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, KSI's from the UK. I gotta rep my boys from the UK, you know. So
There you go.
yeah, no offense, US gang. Sorry, GB. and
None
Dread.
taken. I could care less for that douchebag or the other one.
Oh, fuck the other one.
I think we could all agree on that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah, but it's been a
Christ.
long ass time since I played a WWE game. I think it was like during the N64 era when it was I think WCW, and it was like WCW NWO, and then eventually WWE.
Oh,
ended up,
yeah.
yeah. After WCW got bought by WWE, then THQ started making WWE games. But those were a lot of fun, and I think they also had a character creator back then. But it's nothing compared to how far wrestling games or video games in general have come since the late 90s.
True, yeah. Back then, I played that game. Like, I was paid what, like I told you. But it's like the same that you can throw shares and all that shit. Like, you can go
Yeah, I
like
think so. I think I remember you being able to use shares. Yeah.
that was so like I found it so stupid, but at the same time so entertaining. But that's why
Yeah.
that is already
Amazing.
are singular. Yes, there are sports games, but they are quite. They have their niche, their stupidity, and that makes them entertaining.
Oh, it's the one thing like that I'll always give like WWE games in general, that when you play it like with a group of friends, like for example, like if all four of us were kind of playing it, and we don't mostly like you don't know much about wrestling, like that's totally fine. But if the four of us were like playing it like right now, we would just be like laughing the entire time.
Oh yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Especially me creating Jeffrey Epstein once more.
Rec room, but in
Oh,
WWE.
jeez.
Sorry, but I bring Jeffrey Epstein to Rec Room, to Warzone. One day I need to bring it to Fortnite. But yes.
I mean, the closest thing to like a Jeffrey Epstein skin in Fortnite is like I don't know, Jonesy. I think the skin's called. I don't know.
The one
Right.
The one I created that looks more like
Yes.
a fucking politician than anything else.
Oh lord.
Yeah, but I think the moral of the story here is that almost every online community, including WWE 2K, is toxic.
Yeah.
Depends of the play of the game though. Like,
Yeah, few exceptions.
But-
Yeah. No, I'm just going to touch on this real quick and then we'll move on. The game like is pretty good, but the only like nitpick I'm going to throw at it is a lot of people are going to see this coming. Microtransactions, folks.
Shocking.
yeah,
Well, I never thought they'd have microtransactions.
Like
fantastic.
I was like
Sky
going
Blue.
through. I was going through like the store like in 2K22, and they've got like so many unlockables, like old legends, like for example, like the Undertaker, who recently just went into the Hall of Fame, well deserved by the way, but that's
Agreed.
another story. And to unlock him would cost you about 1,000 points. Now there's two ways you can get them. You can either just play through the game and you can unlock them gradually, or you could go to the store and buy them.
And how much is 1,000
Wow.
points?
1,000 points for me, $4.99.
About $5 or more.
Yeah, about $5. But the most expensive one out there is about €99.99.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Like, damn. Like that's the thing. Like,
But like,
that's the thing I'm gonna
Yeah.
touch later about like fucking empty like microtransactions are going locker and just ruining shit.
yeah, it's one thing like I've noticed like with some games, like there's microtransactions anywhere. It doesn't really matter like what game you play.
Looks like it. Sadly.
Yeah, even single player games like Far Cry 6 has microtransactions.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah,
And speaking of,
but that's all I gotta
single-player
say about
games,
WWE 2K22. It's a good game, but the best part about it is when you play it with friends, it's way more fun.
And it's better than the predecessor, apparently.
Oh, don't mention that train wreck.
Okay.
Thank God I never bought it. Just a quick story before we move on. One of my best friends, he actually bought that. He bought the collector's edition of it, which cost him
Ooh.
about 130 quid.
Poor
Sucks.
bastard.
And I remember
Jesus Christ.
that's what I said to him. So we all met up like in the pub like one night, and he walked in and he just looked genuinely pissed off. And I already knew what was going on. I just said, "Dude," I said, "what's wrong?" He spent the entire night just bitching about the game.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, that
Hence
sounds
why
like
I got
me.
drunk very quick. But that's another story.
That sounds like me after I wasted 100 quid on fucking 2042.
Ouch.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Man, that game's deader than my soul.
Well, let's just talk about a game now that's going to, I guess, do the opposite for Kane. In a galaxy far,
Yeah.
far away, something you and many
Yeah.
other LEGO fans have been wanting for a long time, including Star Wars fans. Star Wars Legos. How is it?
Yes. Oh, it's amazing. I remember years ago, back in the day, I was on the PS2 and I played the original Lego Star Wars games. I was blown away on how great those games were, and even like the complete saga that came out a few years later. Holy shit, this game, it's basically like a love letter to those people that played those original games. Because it's basically like a retelling of all 9 films. Yes, including the Abomination fanfic that Disney even created, a few years later, because they were like, money. And it's like, yeah. Yeah, all 9 films are on there. I've only completed the first 2 prequel films so far, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. And honestly, so far playing it, I love it. I think it's honestly probably one of the best bits of Star Wars media that have come out in recent years, and I just really like it. One of the best things about it is like there's unlockable characters you can get. Like the developers have been giving away codes on Twitter that you can just put into like a little cheat code sort of thing, and then you can get a free character. Like you can get like a gonk droid that's literally like a snowman, which is amazing. I was just posting and showing that off, Darth Vader with a little Christmas sweater as well, so he's got that holiday special drip, not that horrible special that we're on about that George Lucas wishes never existed. I don't blame him, to be honest. But yeah, there's so many like unlockable skins. There's all the episodes are a faithful retelling with a Lego comedy twist of the original films, a little comedic version of them, and not only that. One thing I really like is, unfortunately, I know it's not possible for them to get all the original voice actors back for the game because, for example, in the case for Count Dooku, for example, they couldn't get Christopher Lee back because unfortunately he passed away, and same with some other characters as well. But what they have done is they've gotten some of the voice actors from the Clone Wars show, and I think some other Disney and even shows that Dave Filoni and all the other cool people at Lucasfilm have made. They've got some of the voice actors and actresses from those shows to reprise their roles as like all the characters they played as. For example, like you got the voice actor of Obi-Wan from Clone Wars. Same with Anakin. Same with Count Dooku. Same with who else? I think Yoda, Mace Windu. Unfortunately, Samuel L. Jackson isn't back for his Mace Windu, which is a bit unfortunate because I was hoping that he would say like, basic mother effer, do you speak it? Because a little joke GB was saying in the chat, from that one stream. And another cool thing as well, they got Sam Whitner, I think his last name is. I keep
Whitwer.
butchering his last name. There we go, that's his last name. He's reprised his role as both Emperor Palpatine and Darth Maul, which is amazing. I was very happy to see him return. And I'll just be honest, Palpatine in this game is a fucking goofball, and I love it. He's so amazing in this game, and I really can't wait to see how he acts in like Revenge of the Sith, and even, God help me, like the sequel trilogy as well, when he's just that abominational clone thing, whatever he becomes, But I love the game so far, and I think if you are a Star Wars fan and if you have fond memories of the original Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, definitely get this game. Or if you want to wait until it's like on a discount, then you can do that as well. But I absolutely recommend this game. It's really good. And this is like me just going over like the tip of the iceberg. Like there's so many more things I can mention, But yeah, I think that's most of the stuff I can think of. That's like from a basic sort of thing about it.
Yeah, I remember playing the original years ago, and I'm impressed with how far Star Wars Legos have come in a lot of ways, not just graphically, but the fact that they have put like all 9 movies into one game. That is quite impressive. And I agree with Kane. I like the fact they brought back a lot of the voice actors from the Clone Wars era and a few others as well. So yeah, it looks like a fun game. I'm enjoying watching you play through it. And by the time this podcast comes out, you'll probably be on at least the original trilogies by then.
Yeah. Or God help us all, the sequel trilogy. And if we're on The Last Jedi, please send help. This is like a save our souls kind of message. Please send help if we are on The Last Jedi. Please, I am begging you. Oh God. I just imagine everyone in the chat and even myself getting opinionated on that stream. Very opinionated indeed.
Yeah, I love your fridge.
My little gonk droid. Oh
yes,
yeah,
that's
no,
I,
the gonk droid.
I'm a
That's
big fan
amazing.
of the fridge.
You know. Speaking of which, may I just say thank you for helping me and Ben found start the cult of the gonk droid, Mr. Red. I really do appreciate it. We will spread gonk droid across the galaxy. Fuck the dark side of the Force. Fuck whatever Palpatine wants to do. We are spreading the ways of Gonk. That's what we need to do.
Gonk.
Gonk.
Oh, jeez.
And anyone that is mean to the Gonk droid, we will make them have to go through the torture that poor Gonk droid went through in the Return of the Jedi. Because there's that one scene, I don't know if anyone's seen that, there's like a scene in Return of the Jedi where a Gonk droid is getting its feet just burned.
Oh, it's getting tortured in Jabba's palace. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's that scene. I'm like, what did that poor little gonk droid do to you, Jabba? What the frick, man? Don't hurt my boy. He's just a little gonk droid. He just wants to go gonk, 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 gonk. That's all he wants to do.
How do you torture a minibar?
You just flip it upside down.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Well, it looks like it's a mini, like what the minibar did to you.
Well, there's also there's also a gonk droid in Bad Batch.
I think
he's part of the crew.
There might be I think there might be a skin for the gonk droid from Bad Batch because there are actually some other skins for. Let me have a look. I'm on my PS5 right now, so I can have a quick look. Yeah, there's a little character collection sort of thing, and it has it has a load of skins from Mandalorian season 1 and 2, Rogue One, some classic characters, Solo, the Bad Batch, and some other random troopers. So I think it's just the trooper pack. I think that's just a random assortment of various stormtroopers throughout the entire universe. So, but I like it how they've got Rogue One and Bad Batch and even Mando into the mix. I think that's cool, and I might buy them. I might buy the character collection just to have a look at all the skins and all that. I mean, it's only £12 in the UK, but I mean, you're getting a load of characters for it, So I think it's worth it, because they're exclusive characters. And I think a lot of them are, rare as well, because I think there's even a Obi-Wan Kenobi skin that is basically based off of the original Lego minifigure. Back when all the minifigures were just yellow, before they, started introducing colored versions where it's white or, black or, green or any other assortment colors of any character. Back in the day, it was always just, yellow for, the human characters. And for, certain other characters, there would be, specially made sculpts or colors made for those characters. For example, Yoda. He would obviously have his own little sculpt, but, Luke in that set would be yellow. So, there's even, a Obi-Wan, which is pretty cool. Oh. That's yellow.
Cool.
Yeah, it's nice. I saw your streams, and, wow, you're having fun, and I'm not the Star Wars connoisseur, so I'm gonna
leave that to me and GB.
Yeah, I'm not the best one, but I saw your streams, and it looks like a fun game. It looks really really fun. Again, not the biggest fan out right here, but I'm up for that. I'm gonna check more of your streams and. Hey, I'm not going to turn into a Star Wars connoisseur, but, at least it looks fun, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I think I really like the game. I think, honestly, as I've said earlier, it's probably some of the best Star Wars media that have come out in recent years. And that's not even like mentioning like just the other great games that have come out recently, like Fallen Order. That was another really good Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Oh
I know,
yeah.
like I know GB did a Let's Play on it. I tried to do a Let's Play on it, but basically that plan went as well as the Schlieffen plan, you know. So yeah. But I mean, I still had fun briefly playing it on the PS5, and it was kind of nice seeing like the little graphical improvements from the PS5 upgrade. So I mean, that's cool.
There is like in the control, the DualSense there is haptic feedback and all that.
Yes, I remember when I was briefly playing it on the PS5. There is haptic feedback in certain fighting scenarios, I believe.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's a rule like for all like PS5 games nowadays. It's kind of cool. I'm not saying it's bad. It's actually really really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Star Wars game is fun. I really enjoy seeing those games when it comes to that.
I'm glad that it's selling well right now, and hopefully it'll attract old school Lego fans, Star Wars fans, even make some new fans. They're just looking for a fun, for everyone rated type of game. So yeah, I mean, it's really fun to watch other people, including Kane, play it. I don't know if I'll ever pick it up. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. The one downside is I really wish that they had it to where you could actually co-op it, not on the couch, but actually co-op it, like like for example, like Far Cry 6, which you and I did.
Yeah, that's the real like big con I can think of for this game. I really wish that like Warner Brother Games and all the people at Lego Games and all that were. I wish they would have made online co-op, because I mean I loved playing the original Star Wars game with my little brother sitting on the in the front room on like a with Wii remotes or PS2 remotes just playing the original Star Wars games. But it's 2022. A lot of games have adopted online co-op now, and as GB mentioned earlier, we played the entire campaign of Far Cry 6 co-op, which was really fun, and it was a very fun Let's Play that we both did together. But I really wish that Lego Star Wars would have had online co-op, because it would have been fun, not only just for me, just to play with some friends that I know, but also for other people that want to stream it, because you never know, there might be some streamers out there that might want to play with some of their friends, their fellow other streamer friends that like have also got, and it's kind of funny as well. I mean, it all. I don't know if there's like server problems on their end, for the people that made the game, but I highly doubt that kind of thing because, well, as mentioned before, many other games have had online co-op, so I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
they'll do like a future update where there will be online co-op, but I mean that's really the only flaw that I see with Star Wars Legos. I think it's a very ambitious project that they've been working on for a few years, but what they delivered, I think met a lot of people's expectations and perhaps even exceeded them.
I think you see, unlike Ryan Johnson's philosophy when it comes to subverting people's expectations, I think it went beyond our expectations, and I think this is probably one of the best Lego games of all time. And I have not played Lego games in a long time. I think the last time I remember playing a Lego video game was like Lego Indiana Jones 2. That's all. That's the last time I remember playing a Lego game. So yeah. I think that was all the way back in like 2009 because that was when Crystal Skull released.
Don't bring that up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to bring up that horrible thing.
Anyway.
But yeah. They made a game based for that.
Yeah, that was a bad idea, and I'm not really looking forward to the next Indiana Jones movie, Disney and Kathleen Kennedy. Anyways, let's move on to some Oration with Red.
Yes. Yeah, racing with me. So basically, I was playing a lot of Gran Turismo 7. Yes, the game that got basically review bombed and Metacritic getting that 1.7 or a score. Right now it's in 1.9, so good job. But, well, still, there is a lot to do. But received an update Thursday that actually addressed the economy issues. So that now, still, you receive shekels on when you win a ticket, but at least you win quite more money when you do the circuit experiences. Yes, like before I wasn't not spending too much money because the economy was kind of broken. But yesterday, your boy went to a shopping spree and bought himself a Corvette 01 and a Mercedes Benz, the AMG Black Series. So I was happy and glad that they fixed it. They fixed the economy. That's another proof that actually sometimes like review bombing and all that actually works. That is a good way to listen, that the developer listens to player base and that they are actually screwing it up. I agree with some people, especially like people that plays a lot of Gran Turismo, that some bullshit microtransaction crap will happen in the future. But at least this is a step on the right direction from Polyphony, and that is basically saying, yeah, the microtransaction thing that we did, it was completely worthless. And I'm actually spending a lot of hours on it, and it's a really, really cool game. I really enjoy it, and I grew with Gran Turismo. Yes, broke my heart when it got fucking review bombed, and with a lot of people, content creators, covering that up and saying all the justified stuff that was happening. But well, it's a win. Again, it's not a complete win, because the complete win is if they remove the microtransactions, which is not going to happen.
No.
But at least the economy got addressed up, and is better now. It's much better, and actually pays you fair of what you want to do in GT7. And what more? Well, the Crew 2 updates, when it comes to, that's what I cover the most on my channel. We got the American Legends. I need to do the guide for the other one, but I'm spending so much in Gran Turismo 7 that I didn't have time for it. And it's a nice little update. It's a treasure find, and I'm quite enjoying it, doing those treasure finds for the cars or whatever vanity it is. They are addressing a lot of the physics that was like the kind of like the bad take of the Crew 2, the funky physics. So at least they are addressing that up. Yes, we got the Elite bundle that was kind of shit, in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much when it comes to racing on my end. Well, we will also have Formula One on this weekend, to see an Aston Martin in flames, and a McLaren going faster as a grandma in a scooter. But yes, that's basically when it comes to all the racing going on.
Well, I'm glad that they're actually addressing the concerns and issues that the fans of Gran Turismo are having towards the game. And like you said, microtransactions unfortunately are part of a lot of online games and single player games now. But how difficult it was for you and many others to grind in order to get vehicles was ridiculous, to say the least.
Yep. There's still things that I will kind of change. The invitation system is still quite randomized. I actually said it on one of Riley's streams that I'm still waiting for the invitation for the Carrera GT, my favorite car of all time. I have them on every single game that has a Carrera GT. I bought them, and Gran Turismo 7 is the only one I can get because of the invitation. I don't receive the invitation for some stupid reason, because it's super randomized. I would love to have less RNG, like. It's not like I would love to have it more like Gran Turismo 4. That it's more that you earn it because you did some races and all that. But again, I think though with the economy fixed, it's just a minor issue that could be fixed in the future or could be improved. But yeah, that's pretty like at least that's something that means that at least a developer can listen its player base. Listen that, Rockstar Games.
Yeah, what a concept.
Wow.
I know. No, it's super unique.
But I was thoroughly impressed when you were streaming it, how beautiful and realistic the cars and the tracks look in that game. It looks amazing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
He actually exploits the hardware of the PlayStation 5 very well. It's not like fake ray tracing like some games.
Oh
But
god.
Shots fired.
It's shadow
The-
ray tracing,
Mhm.
actually.
Yeah,
Ray
I'm
tracing.
sorry. The shadow ray tracing, and this one is actual ray tracing with lighting and all that. But it is at least this is a beautiful game, and I'm glad that gets fixed. I know I'm not a big fan of the No Man's Sky path. I think many developers are bringing shitty games and expecting to turn it into fucking great princesses in the future. I'm not a big fan of it. I expect a good product being better and being improved, and not some shit game that we can fix it because we have updates. So again, it has its pros and cons. But I'm happy that at least they addressed that thing.
Yeah, I think most gamers would agree because we're also consumers and we spend hard-earned money buying these $60, $70 games on top of the microtransactions and the subscriptions for PlayStation, Xbox, and
Exactly.
we expect a good quality product at release. And even though No Man's Sky and Sea of Thieves and a few other games like Fallout 76 have come a long way since their launch, they were all very, very bare bones. But credit to their studios for sticking with those games, unlike another studio, and actually continuing to update and improve upon those games. But that doesn't excuse the fact that we expected better of some of these games at launch because we did shell out $60, $70 to buy your freaking game.
Mm-hmm. It is worse because I got the 25th anniversary edition.
Ooh.
It cost me $100. so yeah, it hurt me a lot because you spend a lot of money on the ultimate edition of the game. That it has its perks and all that, but you still need to top it off with microtransactions. It's like, come on, come on, $100 is not enough for you.
It's never enough.
Yeah, I know.
Nope.
Fucking corpos.
Come on, Red. Come on, man. Have a heart. You need to think about the billionaires for once, for fuck's sake, man.
I know.
Come on.
I know. We're
Someone,
corpos.
please think about the billionaires for once. Come on, guys.
I know.
You
We're
need money
corpos.
too.
He's how for him? He's not gonna buy his Ferrari on this year. His 21 Ferrari on this year. I feel bad for you, Corpos.
No!
Yeah, it's so sad. They need the $100 to pay for the mansion.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's
The
just,
joys of capitalism, I tell you.
well, it's corporatism, but yeah.
Same
It's
thing.
a problem that a lot of the publishers have right now. It's not just obviously in the gaming industry. It's plaguing most other companies around the world, but it's becoming worse and worse in the gaming industry, and it's sad because look, we're in a pretty bad economy right now because of the bug and a certain war happening in Europe and other things. And they still expect to try and bleed us out of every single dollar, pound, peso, euro that we have. Eventually, we have to pay the bills. We got to put food on the table. Big corporate executives at all these development studios and publishers.
I know, but they're gonna bring up. Oh, it's a luxury item. That's a good point. You don't gonna eat you don't gonna eat your disc, but the thing is, that doesn't give you the fucking right to basically abuse of the consumer.
Exactly.
I plan on eating my fucking copy of GTA 5 with my burger, It's yum, yum, yum disc,
Oh God!
You said to eat the disc, so I'm just saying, hey, I'll have a fucking disc burger.
If you're gonna
Replace
eat
the cheese with disc.
you have a Spider-Man. That would fit better than.
I am not doing that to my baby. I will never do that to my baby. Don't you say that about my child.
Oh God.
I
Right.
am very protective of that
Lord.
game.
But yeah, that's basically racing. Formula One. I know that Kane really likes Lewis Hamilton, and
Fuck
he's
that
having.
wanker.
I know. You're a really fan.
Fucking
You're a
entitled
fan of
fucking
Lewis.
cockwomble.
So
Let's
yeah,
save the planet. Proceeds to fucking burn the cars. Ah! Bloody hell, man.
Mercedes is not having a great time on this season. Well, it's too early to assume that, but yeah, all the Mercedes power plants are quite far off. Ferrari is doing well, and like even when I'm not the biggest Ferrari fan, I think some Ferrari fans are quite how to say it, mentally limited, but but I'm glad that they're doing well. At least that will change a lot, a little of the base of seeing fucking Mercedes winning all times. Yeah, and again, McLaren is having a really rough time. All the fucking cars are going really slow. Same with Aston Martin. Well, Aston Martin is burning. Meanwhile, we talk. And yeah, and also Sebastian Vettel got a fine on Australia because his car was burning down as usual, and he took a scooter to run down to the pit lane, and he got fined just $5,000 by the FIA. But it was a fun gimmick, saying a world champion in a scooter going around because his car was burning down in the sideways. So yes. That's basically Formula One for you, and maybe I will get more in the future. Maybe I will cover more of the NASCAR and the IndyCar. I'm kind of getting fan of it. It's quite fun. But yeah, that's basically racing for you.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what's happening in video games, real life racing. So a wide variety of topics from all of us. We're basically talking about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. So I'm going to talk about Weird West right now because it's a game I've been thoroughly enjoying, especially since a certain company has been neglecting a Western game that some of us like playing. That's okay. Not really. But fortunately, a smaller studio called Weird Wolf came out with a pretty cool game called Weird West. It's kind of like Diablo meets, I think some people told me compared to Ascent. I never played Ascent. But there's similar vibes, but it also has a Western theme to it, a magic, like cryptids theme, and I like it. It's pretty cool. I've been playing it off stream, just the bounty hunting. I've been like making some money going bounty hunting and doing some random events, running across like wolves and bears wanting to kill me. But it's fun. It's a fun little game. And it is available across all platforms, I think, like Xbox. It's available for free on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, you might as well check out Weird West. Weird Wolf is the developer. And it's also available on PC as well as PlayStation. But that's something I'm going to enjoy streaming through. And I'm going to try and enjoy that as much as possible because there's not much else going on at the moment that personally interests me. And yeah, it's a little bit different than, say, Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead Online. It's not like a beautiful, vast, open-world 3D game. It's beautiful in its own right, and that's something that, as a gamer, I can appreciate the different art style, the game mechanics that come to the table when it comes to Weird West. And there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. And for a game of this caliber, it's definitely one that a lot of Western gaming fans should consider supporting. Or if you just happen to be a Diablo fan, because, I love me some looting, and there's definitely plenty of rootin', tootin', looting, and shooting going on in Weird West.
Yeah, like I didn't have the opportunity to stop on your streams because I'm working now, basically on weekends. But I saw a few here and there, and it kind of looks like Red Dead Redemption meets Diablo in some way. It's a pretty interesting game. I never saw like something like with that, like having the Wild West topic, like meeting that mechanic of Diablo.
Actually, I have another game that we could also say it kind of reminds us of, Weird West kind of has the art style of something like Borderlands, It kind of looks like that from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, except for like it's like similar to. The camera angle is more like Diablo, but you can kind of zoom in a little bit. It is kind of 3D-ish, but not to the level of Borderlands or Red Dead.
Yeah. I get that, but it looks similar to like Borderlands in the cartooniest and. But it looks good. I mean, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I mean, it's obviously, it's obviously engaging, and obviously, there's like a following. and I think it's fairly cheap. It is, isn't it? Like, how much is it? It's like $30, isn't it? Or...
Yeah, it's quite affordable compared to, say, a AAA game, which are right now running at $70. And the price tag is really good for what you're getting out of this game. And before you get it, I highly recommend that you first go check me out playing it on Saturdays, or watch other people on YouTube playing it, or Twitch, just to get an idea of what Weird West is like. And my friend Carrick did a pretty good review of Weird West over on his channel, ACG. And if you have Game Pass, it's free right now, so you might as well just pick it up.
I mean, if it's free,
I'm not gonna lie. Even by like looking at it, it did kind of pique my interest a bit when I stopped by your stream and you were kind of playing it. Because like Red just said, it's like Diablo, like just set in the West. It's even kind of, piqued my interest. I might even buy the game myself.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it. I think you would like it. The only part that is kind of annoying is the shooting mechanics, because you have to kind of aim with the analog stick, and I'm still not the best at shooting. That way, it's kind of free aimish. The game will kind of lock on to a target if it's like right by it with the bullseye, but it's not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Obviously, I think it's probably a lot easier to use the mouse and keyboard on PC, but for a console port for Xbox and PlayStation. By the way, it's available on PS4, PS5, as well as Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X. I'm playing on Xbox Series X. And even though I'm using a controller, it still works remarkably well. Very similar to Blizzard's ability to port over Diablo 3 from PC to PS4, Xbox One. I never would have imagined that they would have done that good of a job as they did with Diablo 3 and now Diablo 2 Resurrected. But, I tip my hat to Blizzard for once. They actually did a good job with their Diablo 3 and Diablo 2 Resurrected ports for console.
Good job, Bobby Kotick. You did one.
Yeah, I'm sure he did it all. He deserves all the credit instead of the hardworking devs.
Yeah. I mean, to be
I'll just give him a slow clap.
I'll be honest, Blizzard and Activision, they treat their remasters better than their women, at their work environments. So we give them credit for that. Well done, Activision and Blizzard.
Jesus.
Oh, dear.
And that comment right there is why this podcast is known as the Prickast.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, tip my hat once again to the studio Weird Wolf. Yeah, they did a great job with Weird West. It's a very underrated game. I highly recommend anyone, like we mentioned, kind of into looting games, Diablo-type games, as well as a Western-themed game. You should definitely consider checking out Weird West. Yuji, what would you like to bring up next, good sir?
I might as well just bring up something that I literally streamed yesterday, and that is Pokemon Shining Pearl.
And how was that?
Well, I've now gotten the easy part out of the way. I finally have all 8 badges, so now I can go to the Pokemon League and become greatest trainer ever and all that good stuff. The only problem is I'm ridiculously underleveled.
Ooh.
Because at the moment, most of my Pokemon are in the rank 50s, and I have to go now and challenge the Elite Four and the champion, who's a complete bitch, but that's another topic. And I will have to grind my Pokemon at least 30 levels to even stand a chance.
30 levels. Holy shit. And that's easy.
I'm at rank 50 right now, and trying to level grind in a Pokemon game is like playing Dark Souls one-handed.
Oh, God.
Oh,
that sounds amazing.
Not for me, it bloody isn't.
Regarding the Pokemons, I have a very important question, Mr. UG. Is
What you
Team
got?
Rocket in the game? I just want to know.
No, Team Rocket isn't in it. I know. I actually would have preferred them than facing Team Galactic for the upteenth fucking time.
Fuck's sake, can Galactic just fuck off? I just want to see my homies in Team Rocket and the little crazy little cat dude.
Well, the good thing is that I finally dealt with Team Galactic. I never have to deal with them again. I did manage to catch a legendary last night, even though I made a complete arse of it. I ended up bringing the wrong Pokeballs with me, so I ended up using a Master Ball, which basically means I caught a legendary by cheating.
Oh, right. Well, if it's in the game, it's not technically cheating, right? You
Fair
call it
point.
call it a feature somewhere.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, it's a feature, guys.
I'll be like Rockstar. I'll find some way to bullshit about it.
Exactly.
Oh god.
Oh god.
So
Okay,
yeah, all I'm just gonna say is like for the end, probably the next stream of Pokemon I'm gonna do is probably not for a while.
Take a nice little break.
Yeah.
Yeah, more like I'm gonna be like our mutual friend, Fat Chinese Gaming. I'm gonna be grinding like a motherfucker.
Oh god.
God.
Oh.
Basically, it's just going to be Cayo Perico, but it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, but I like Pokemon. Cayo Perico, on the other hand, whatever. Moving on.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck Cayo Perico. All my homies hate Cayo Perico. I'm from Mayo Burrito or El Rubio. I'd probably
Kane,
get
look
fit
here.
to the
Look,
Panther.
Kane.
Yo, what's up?
Kane, it's the best way to make money in the game. Grinders love that shit.
Alright, Tylarius, fuck off.
Oh my god, that is like the biggest insult you could ever throw at me.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I know.
uncalled for.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, UG. You can be the professional then. You can put on like
Oh,
a fucking...
great. Compare me to a Caucasian Urkel. Thanks.
Yeah, you can
Professional
be...
doesn't even grind anymore. Well, not on stream, anyways.
I mean,
knows
He
that's
just wears weird ass costumes. I mean, did you guys see him do the Palito Bay heist? My man was wearing a full on fucking riot suit.
that's the charm, you know. I think
Fuck.
Whatever works for him.
Yeah.
I guess it's just like what the fuck.
again, I hope one day he goes back to play Scarface and see him talking like a Cuban.
I think he
no.
says he's gonna. He says he's going to go back to Scarface. He is.
Oh hell yes, I know.
Nice.
Thank you.
It might
Patrick,
even be
you
after he's
legend.
done with GTA 5. So by the time this episode comes out, he may still be playing GTA 5, or he may be wrapping up GTA 5. All right. So before we get to the main headline that we're going to talk about, which is going to be Rockstar themed, yay, Kane wants to talk about a video game and a movie film that he had recently watched.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do is first we'll talk about the video game because the video game that in question is a little bit older than the film that I watched, and the game in question is Resident Evil 7. And I've recently just finished finishing the main campaign, and I will just say this: I've never played a Resident Evil game up to that point, right? But holy crap, was that a good game to get me into the franchise, you know? I know it's like the 7th installment, and if I want more context and other characters and all that, I'd probably have to go back to any other games and all that, like the previous games. But holy crap, this is a very good game. Without getting into spoiler territory, I just have to say, like, the main antagonists, you know, are really good. Jack Baker is fucking terrifying, and I love it. And Ethan, he's an alright protagonist. I get why a lot of people think he's a bit bland compared to previous protagonists in Resident Evil games, but I don't know. I like Ethan, personally. I think his his wife Mia, she's alright as well. And, you know, as I mentioned earlier, the Bakers, they are really fucking terrifying, especially Jack. You know, like, they have a real proper, like, you know, horror slasher vibe for Jack. For Margarine or Marguerite or whatever her name is, she has a more of a insect vibe, which is a bit weird. And then for Lucas, the son of the family, he has kind of more like a Jigsaw themed vibe, you know, where you have to do an elaborate game to try and get out of his little trap, you know, which I kind of liked. I mean, to be honest, whenever I look at Lucas, I always just think of him as like a fucking Chinese knockoff of J-Station, to be honest. And to be honest, that's probably not a good thing considering the kind of person J-Station is. But yeah, I loved Resi 7. I am definitely going to be doing the DLCs, and also, it's set in Louisiana, so that's another reason that it's pretty cool, because it's in Louisiana, and everybody knows there's a lovely guy that we all know from Louisiana.
Yeah, but that's
No,
like
it's not-
South Louisiana and the swamp and the bayou. I'm up in the Northwest, which is more like East Texas.
Hey, I wasn't on about you. I was on about someone else.
Oh, really?
I'm joking.
Wow.
But in all seriousness, it is it's a really beautiful game, and a really scary game too. And I do recommend it for anyone that wants to get into the Resi series. And also, if you have a PS5 and you have PS Plus, it's actually free in the PS Plus collection. So if you want to give it a go for it. I mean, it's free technically. So yeah, I
If you
recommend it.
have managed to get your hands on a PS5, that is.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you've survived the carnage that is known as GameStop, Target, and any other stores that have a PS5 intact in
eBay.
the store shelves, or eBay if you got the scalpers on your side, giving you a good
Amazon.
deal. They got the art of the deal, Or in my case, some random fucker from McDonald's that is a friend of my brother's. Hey, get yourself Resi 7 for free on your PS5. It's pretty cool.
Hmm.
And even before GB joined the call, like me, Red, and UG, we were all discussing about Resi 7, and obviously when we were talking about it, we were talking about spoilers, but we're not going to talk about it here because we respect those that haven't played the game. But
Yeah, we may be pricks, but we try to be considerate. Try being the key word.
yeah, I know. Who would have thought a prick being considerate? But yeah,
Considerate pricks. How's that?
There we go.
I know, right? Consider yourself a prick.
Oh, God.
There you go. But yeah.
But I did love the fact that you actually were going through Resident Evil 7 because that was like the one game that got me back into the franchise because I've explained this like so many times with the previous Resident Evil games. They kind of moved away from the horror aspect and it was always like more action packed. With Resident Evil 7, they brought it back.
I love the horror vibe, especially like in the first half of the game. I think that's the best part when it comes to horror, just because of how terrifying and how crazy Jack is. And I think his voice actor did a phenomenal job as him.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to possibly even playing Village. In the future. I can't wait to meet Lady Demetrius and her lovely mommy milkers.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm basically DeviantArt, the living embodiment of DeviantArt.
It wouldn't surprise me if they did like a prequel revolved around her with how popular she is as a character.
It's possible.
They could.
But anyways, Resident Evil 7. I watched a few people play it. It looked really cool. And I hear Resident Evil 8's, it's okay. Some people say it's not as good as 7. But I agree with you guys. I like the fact that they have made the Resident Evil franchise scary again. They did some changes to what it was originally. And some of the remakes have been pretty decent as well. I think the last remake wasn't as good. But
Resi 3?
Yes, some people felt like it was too short.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about
I
stuff
can
about
kind of
that
put
as
my
well.
hand up and actually say that it was because I played the Resident Evil 3 remake and whatever people said is true. It's good, but it's way too short.
I mean, I'm glad that they seem to be getting the Resident Evil franchise back on track. And video game movies, for the most part, have sucked. From Super Mario Brothers to, well, the list goes on and on, except for, I would say, Mortal Kombat, the first one back in the 90s. That one was actually surprisingly good. Annihilation was terrible, but not as bad as the most recent Mortal Kombat game. But there has been a new video game franchise that has also made it to the big screen. And Kane, a week ago, I guess, went and checked it out.
Yes, Sonic 2. I went to watch that in the cinemas with my brother and some IRL friends, and now for the record, I've not seen the first film, but from what I've seen, it's essentially just the plot of the first Sonic game, but with an insert random human character in the film, which is okay, I guess, but I'm sorry. I prefer if it was just Sonic and Eggman, or Robotnik, as everyone else should know him as, and you should know him as Robotnik. That's his real name, not Eggman. Get it right, everyone else, including little old me as a kid. But yeah, I prefer it just being Sonic and Robotnik just duking it out with each other. Maybe with a few humans in the background, like reacting to the situation. But the problem is like in the sequel as well. The human characters have a little bit more screen time, in my opinion, compared to like the Sonic characters sometimes. And it's more of just a random ass cringe wedding that they're at. Now, there are some things in the film that are really good that I really liked, and the problem is the things I really, really liked are very heavily spoilerish. But if you're an OG Sonic fan, you'll get a lot of the stuff that are, thrown into the film. Like certain characters, certain revelations about certain characters are really good. And I'd say the film is essentially like the plot of Sonic 3 and Sonic 2 kind of mixed together, Like, like the original Sega Genesis and Mega Drive games, it's basically those plots, but in a movie, Which is, it's alright. I think the voice actors all did a phenomenal job, and I think, Jim Carrey, as much as I give him a lot of shit for what he did to my boy Riddler, I do give him some brownie points for being a very good Dr. Robotnik. Oh, bloody hell. Is that a car? Brum brum. I heard that, Red.
Yeah, I'm here. Don't worry.
I thought you got abducted by the IRS again, because that's what happened with the audio.
Yeah, welcome to Bogota.
Okay. But yeah, it's a really good movie. Also, may I just say, I lost a bet when watching the movie, and I lost 20 quid because I betted on the wrong Sonic character that would return in the movie.
Well, you can't win them all. You might be able to win some boxing matches between YouTubers, but I guess when it comes to movies, no.
I know, right?
I eventually want to watch both the first one and the second one. I just haven't gotten around to watching the first Sonic movie. I heard it was all right, especially when they went back and redid the CGI. So that was good.
Oh, God, I remember that.
Yeah, it was awful.
What the hell was that original Sonic? That fucking rat thing.
Yeah.
That's not Sonic.
No. But I do agree with you, Kane. I think part of the problem with a lot of these movies like Sonic, and even let's just say the first 3 Transformers movies, the other 2 I don't want to even talk about because they're god-awful by comparison. That's how bad 4 and 5 are. But there's too much focus on the human characters. We don't care about the human characters. Yeah, they can exist in the background and be in a supportive role, but Sonic needs to be in the spotlight. The Transformers, the Autobots, and the Decepticons need to be in the spotlight. And that's one thing Hollywood just gets wrong over and over again, is what we want to see as opposed to what we don't want to see.
Yeah. And, now you mentioned, I remember, what was it, the Smurf movies? The duology films? Those films were terrible, and I'm not even going to get into why, but I think one of the reasons was because they kept focusing on the human characters. I get it, it's cool that that one guy from Friends is in the film, but, I mean, come on, we just want to see Papa Smurf going up against Gargamel. We don't want to focus on random humans doing advertisement and shit. No one cares about that. We want to see the Smurfs being Smurfs, come on.
Just do that movie called Battlefield. It's a gem.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
You want some really, turn your brain off, see that shit.
Apparently, a lot of people, including Kane, really enjoyed Sonic 2. And that's great because I would like to see more video games do better on the big screen. But the problem is, once again, it has to be people behind that project that actually believe in the project and are knowledgeable about the characters and the lore and the world that they're trying to put on the big screen. It can be done, but I always concern myself with the next Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, Lord. Chris Pratt. Jack Black.
Oh yeah, that is happening, but it's going to be animated, right?
I think so, yeah.
I like Chris Pratt, but he's no Mario.
What else? Jack Black's gonna be Bowser, right?
I could see Jack Black do Bowser. I mean, it's animated, I think, or CGI or whatever. So yeah. He could do a pretty good Bowser, but I don't even think Chris Pratt's gonna do an Italian accent. I'm sorry, Mario has to have the Italian accent. Why not just use the same voice actor that voices Mario in the video games?
Yeah. I'm going to quick look at his voice actor, what his name is, real quick.
He also voiced one of the dragons in Skyrim, Parthenox. I think he voiced Parthenox as well. So he obviously has voice acting chops. You know, besides the few lines you hear him say as Mario, he can do more than just those lines if you give him a chance. Plus, he's probably a little bit cheaper than Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's name is Charles Martinet, I think his last name is.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, his last name's... Well, his first name's Charles, basically. And, you know, he's been voicing Mario since, I believe, the N64 game, I believe.
Long time.
So he's been doing it, like, for such a long time. So that's crazy.
That surprises me that not enough fans have spoken out. Similar to whenever they wanted Peter Cullen to voice Optimus. At first, I don't think they were going to have Peter Cullen voice Optimus in the Transformers movies. But because of such a huge backlash by the fans, Michael Bay and others caved and like, okay, fine, we'll bring on Peter Cullen because... He's the only guy that can do Optimus Prime. The same thing goes with the guy that voices Mario.
Yeah. I mean, the guy that voices Optimus Prime, he voiced him in the original cartoon, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
And also Transformers Prime, which is a very underrated series that came out a few years ago. It's freaking awesome.
Never seen it.
I just saw the Michael Payne movies, and yes, I'm not the best one to touch that topic, but yes, I like that Michael Bay really focused on that, on basically, I don't know who is the actress.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, he focused on that.
Yeah,
he did.
Really,
Just a little too much.
Yeah, he went 8K on that thing. That's what Hollywood offers us, especially Michael Bay. And since you're all talking about about video games on the big screen, you can do the opposite with the best gem, Fast and Furious Crossroads, that got fucking sacked.
Yeah, it's getting delisted.
Yes, I want to be part of history, and history robbed me because it got delisted.
So, have you had a chance to find it yet?
I need to search it. I search on Facebook Marketplace because I don't want to get that thing super expensive. But if not, well, it's gonna be alternative buying, as I call it that way. Alternative downloading because there is no. But I'm gonna try. You know, I want to be part of the family. You know, it's all about the family.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Riley and I are planning on going up to Game Exchange probably sometime this weekend or next week. If we happen to stumble across the Family Crossroads game, I'll pick it up for you and mail it to you.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Hell yeah.
I want to be part of this family.
Under one condition, you have to stream it from start to finish.
Oh, don't worry, I will. It doesn't crash.
Oh yeah, like Fat, he's been playing Sims 4, and we've been giving him some great advice.
Oh God.
Oh yes. The best advice we could give a person.
Get rid of the door, get rid of the fridge, get rid of the toilet, get rid of the bed.
Especially that god-awful violin.
Cursed violin.
Yeah. That thing.
Lord.
An abomination.
Fuck the violin. We gotta destroy the violin. Maybe that's why Travis Scott died in his Sims 4 playthrough, because he just couldn't stand the violin. He was like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
That violin is lethal. Is lethal.
It killed both Travis Scott and Emily Bear.
Yeah, poor Emily Bear died because of it. First, our ears died when she first played and then her boy murdered her with it.
The cursed violin.
Like, I do remember, like, when FCG, like, streamed Sims 4, when the first one I ever came across it, I was watching, like, GP in the chat giving him these kind of bits of advice, and I was just, like, thinking to myself, fuck it, I'm getting involved.
Oh, Lord.
It harkens all the way back to the original Sims game. That's the only other one I played. And before that, I was a huge Sid Meier and SimCity fan, so I checked it out on my laptop. And I played through it normally like you're supposed to do, but then I got bored one day, and I think my sim did something to piss me off, and I just started taking shit away from him. I started giving him shitty appliances. I started locking him inside. I removed the door and put up a wall. I mean, the guy was trapped inside, and I don't know why, but there's just something about, like Kane was talking about prior to the stream, having this god complex over your sim, where you can allow them to prosper, or you can make them go through the worst things imaginable in a Sims game. And then whenever we talked about it a few months ago, I was surprised that I wasn't the only one that did this kind of shit.
Yeah. Oh god. I think we all did. I remember on like Sim City, all I would ever do is just build a bunch of nuclear power plants next to where the civilians were, and they all just freaked out.
Jesus.
I destroyed the bridges when the cars were coming across.
When my citizens got mad at me because I had to raise taxes and they'd start leaving, I would start just unleashing natural disaster after disaster on them.
That's amazing.
Jesus Christ.
That's one of the best things about games like that. You could be like, you know, an absolute saint or an absolute bastard.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
I think that Sims 1 is the one that is glitched out. That you can take the ladder of the pool, and the sim is unable to.
Oh yeah, I love doing that.
Yeah, like it's a very famous one. That you can remove that and just kill it. There is a lot of people that plays it ironically. That includes me. It's a shame that the Sims 3 on my PC decided to die before I kill it.
Rip.
It's a countermeasure of my. I don't know what I will do, but whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's no surprise.
Like throughout that whole time, FCG didn't like listen to us. Like GB and I were like in that stream, and then finally we were giving him ideas, and Fat finally started listening to us. GB and I celebrated like we made progress.
And poor Red was asleep at the time. I DM Red. I'm like, hey, Fat's streaming Sims 4.
I was taking care of my kitty.
I remember that. Like I was lying in bed and like GP like just DM me, and I was just like, my wife is right next to me. Fuck it.
I was taking care of the kitty. I was like super busy, and it's like, but I saw the message. It's like, oh yeah, Fat is streaming The Sims 4. It's like, oh, that's a shame. It was like my kitty and all that.
The best part was whenever, like, after I managed to get all the chairs removed and his bed removed and the couch removed, the sim got so tired that it fell over on its face on all fours. It was hilarious.
Right.
But Fat cheated, though. He fucking cheated. He went to the gym to do hygiene, to shower and use the bathroom and sleep on some sort of futon. So Fat's a damn cheater.
Damn dirty cheating bear.
Damn it, FCG.
Damn, Jesus Christ.
I remember that stream so well.
Yeah,
GB like tore the whole living room apart. I tore the whole kitchen apart. By the end of it, poor Fat and Emily Bear had nothing.
Oh my god.
And the best part is he had to sell that violin.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Oh, we celebrated.
Finally, Emily Bear is now living the nomad life.
Yeah. Well, that's one of many save files that Fat happens to have. That's the one he intentionally titled, UG and GB.
Oh, God.
I was so tempted to put down a comment as if to say, how dare you blame us for your downfall?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like we were doing it. We were just throwing advice out there. You're the one who took the advice, Fat.
Yeah.
You're the only one to blame.
Yeah, don't blame the messenger. You are the one that just acting it. So
yeah, it's not like we were
followed by the words, "Why GB and UG bully me?"
Jesus Christ!
It's like somebody giving you the worst advice, like go swim in that swamp full of alligators and snakes, and then you finally do it, and you somehow survive. You don't blame the person that told you to do it. You blame yourself, Fat. Because you could have said, fuck off, guys. I'm not doing this to Emily Bear. But you chose to. But at least it gave us all a good laugh.
Yeah. when I listened
I
to
just
that,
put down one comment, sell the fridge. FCG was like, okay, I sell the fridge.
jeez.
Oh,
Right.
bless him.
Yeah.
But was the Sims 4 and FCG for his? That was amazing. Like those streams were really fun.
Yeah, and for the record, I'm glad
If
that
you're
Fast-
watching this FCG, please stream again.
Yeah, more Sims 4, please. But I'm glad that he actually
Yes.
has this lore he's been building with the bears, Emily Bear, the other bears. So I hope he keeps doing that because it looks like he's having a lot of fun playing Sims 4. Even though we like to give quote unquote great advice, I'm still pleased.
It is great advice. What do
Yeah,
you mean?
it is. It's the best advice.
It's amazing advice.
Yeah.
We're pros at The Sims.
The professional financial advice of The Sims 4 given by GE and UG.
Yeah,
This is truly the art of the deal.
exactly.
Mm.
But what's your next topic?
Oh yeah, the next topic that we've been waiting to talk about till the end of the first installment of the Prickast. By the way, thank you so much to everybody that watched the first episode. Hopefully you'll come back for the second. And thanks to everyone that subscribed prior to the first episode. So I'm going to give you all a golf clap.
Woo! Thanks, guys.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. So we do appreciate all of you for supporting this new endeavor that Red, Yuji, Kane, Mike, and myself are going to be part of going forward. I think we're going to continue to do like maybe 1 or 2 episodes a month. We'll see how it goes. Maybe eventually we'll do weekly. No promises though, but we'll at least try to do 1 or 2 episodes a month of the Prickcast. So the big headline of the Prickcast episode 1 is Rockstar Games. We're going to go all over the place where it's GTA Plus, the Milked Edition, the Defective Edition, the OG Trilogy being shelved, Rockstar and Take-Two being sue happy, Red Dead Online being abandoned. But let's start off with some good news, UG. Something good happened a week ago, but it's one good thing that's occurred that Rockstar will be somewhat associated with.
And you never thought you would hear the words good news and Rockstar in the same sentence.
Yeah, not in recent history, at least.
So the one bit of good news that we got is they are going to be doing a remaster / remake, whatever you want to call it, of Max Payne, which kind of made me raise an eyebrow because I've played the first Max Payne game. The second one, I'm going to put my hand up and publicly admit, I've never touched the second one. Third one's pretty good, so I'm kind of excited about this.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I feel the same way. I played a little bit of the first game. I never got around to playing Max Payne 2. I heard it was really good, and I'm very happy that it's actually Remedy that's going to be remaking this game from the ground up, not Rockstar. It's okay for Rockstar to take their billions of dollars they've earned or gotten from shark cards and GTA 5 sales and throw a few bucks towards Remedy to make these remakes for Max Payne and Max Payne 2. Hopefully, Remedy will do a great job. Hopefully, Sam Lake's likeness will be like what they used for Max Payne 1 and 2, just like in the originals. They better do that. Hopefully, they will, because Sam Lake's pretty cool.
Who is actually remaking those games?
Remedy is remaking.
Oh.
So, yes.
All right.
So, it's coming home. Max Payne's coming home to Remedy. They're remaking them. They're rebuilding them from the ground up. It's going to be a few years because it just got announced, a week ago from everyone else's point of view. From our point of view, it was like a day or 2 ago. So I have to always keep that in mind when it comes to these episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So up yours, Grove Street Games.
Yeah. Fuck Grove Street. My homie hate Grove Street Games.
No, just real quick. Out of like all the remakes or remasters they're doing with Max Payne, the first Max Payne I'm looking forward to the most because out of all of them, that one was my favorite. I just love the atmosphere.
I never had the chance to play them. I don't know if I'm going to play them.
Oh no, if you played like the first Max Payne game, you better be a free aim god.
All right.
None of that auto aim bullshit.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they added an option for auto aim, for the remakes. But we'll see. I mean,
They probably will.
but I think that the standard version should, be true to the original games, obviously, but at the same time, updated graphics and performance controls for. I think it's going to be for PS5, Xbox Series, as well as PC. And that's, once again, a long ways off because it's just recently been announced. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Remedy does with the remakes of Max Payne 1 and 2. And once again, Rockstar, besides shelling the money out for it, has nothing else to do with it. So there's that.
Yeah.
Like, even
Maybe.
when they're doing that, especially with Max Payne 1, they better keep the cut. This is just like a nitpick of mine. Just to keep the cutscenes as they were in the first Max Payne. With every cutscene that was like in that game, it was like you were reading a graphic novel.
Yeah, I think they'll stay true to that formula because that's one of the many aspects of
Hopefully.
Max Payne that people enjoyed. And Remedy, that's their baby, so I think they're going to take really good care of it.
Yeah, unlike Rockstar with their babies.
Yeah, so let's talk about those babies, shall we? Where shall we begin, gentlemen?
Oh,
Oh boy.
that's a good topic.
Who's first, boys?
Let's get a strong drink for this one.
Already got one.
So, much when it comes to Rockstar, well, we have the newest as well. We talk about that. We talk about a lot, like most of the people here on this podcast make videos about it. GTA Plus. That's amazing. Tell us about. Well, and someone here got actually that for free. Well, not for free, but given out. Kane, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Well, as someone that was
You're
gifted GTA Plus, for the record, I did not buy it myself. I was gifted it by a friend, and in my opinion, I hate you, that friend that gifted it to me. Why couldn't you just given me something good?
Like
Why?
the money instead.
Yeah, just the money, not the fucking subscription service. Fuck you, man. But yeah, I've got GTA Plus.
He
because a friend-
secretly thanks you, really.
Well, if I was a fucking cuckold GTA YouTuber that was like, yo, what's popping, guys? It's me, random GTA YouTuber. Today we're going to be showing off the lit, dope GTA Plus benefits that are going on. I'm not one of them kind of people that sell my soul to the devil. But I mean, I've got it, and I'll be honest, it's literally is just, as everyone basically said, it's basically just an exclusive event week, or an event 2 weeks kind of thing, you know, for like $5 or $6 or whatever, you know. I mean, honestly, the stuff isn't really that breathtaking. It isn't something to be like, whoa, wow, that's awesome, you know. Like, all you're really, you know, getting is you're getting a good auto shop location. You're getting a car a lot like early before everyone. Which, by the way, speaking of which, that same car is only just released like a few days ago.
Yeah, like at the time of this video coming out, it had already been out for like a week. And you drop $6 to get a 2019 supercar that wasn't very good, even with the HSW upgrades.
Exactly. I mean, it's a little bit faster, of course, because that's HSW stuff. But I mean, it's honestly the slowest HSW vehicle there is at the moment, I think. I don't know how many other HSW vehicles there are. I think that's probably like the last one we'll probably get.
Is it slower than the Sentinel XS?
No, it's the slowest supercar.
Oh, okay, for supercars. Okay.
I mean, I hope it's not slower than a Sentinel XF.
Yeah.
If it is, then holy crap. What the hell are you smoking, Rockstar? Like, I know they were dense, but how the fuck are they that dense? Fucking hell. You know? Like, but I mean, I've used the car. It's not really breathtaking. It's just a little bit faster, you know? And that's really the problem with it. It's like, you only get a few semi-decent good stuff, you know?
And that drip.
Oh yeah, the fucking frog
yeah.
t-shirt and the basketball outfit as well. That's all you get. That's all you really get. It's like a fucking really... I've got the frog t-shirt. If you want, I can send a screenshot. And, well, like, if you are watching the video, like the podcast right now is the video, you know, you can have a look at the, you know, the image that'll probably be on screen. But it's literally just a multicolored frog. If I wanted to see a multicolored frog, I'd go on Google Images, you know, or go to the fucking Amazon rainforest, you know. I don't want to waste like $5 just to have a look at it on a T-shirt. Like, come on.
Yeah, the only thing that I thought that looked kind of cool was the skin that comes with the Avenger, APC, and what's the other vehicle? Like, it came with 3 military vehicles. It looks kind of cool. It has like a GTA 4 logo. It has a bully logo on it. But I'm not going to drop $6 just for a freaking vehicle skin, Rockstar.
Yeah, like I saw those too. Like those
I
were like
think-
acceptable, but dude, like that the rest of the rewards are just laughable. By the way, Kane, enjoying your bonus on street races and Ace W thing.
Why? Thank you, Red.
Yeah. Yes,
I'm enjoying the bonus rep points. I really am. It's awesome. I definitely have not even played them at all because GTA is basically a rotting corpse at this moment, in my opinion. At least GTA Online. I mean, the franchise of GTA as a whole, it's not, but GTA Online, it's a fucking Call of Duty zombie at this point. that's what it is. You know?
That's a good visual, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's an 8-year-old game, and well, I don't know why they just keep. Well, and we know already so about the money.
Money.
The microtransactions.
Money, honey.
This is stupid thing that is the fucking subscription model. Just dumb. At this point, I'm more than happy that I didn't get access to PS5. I said it on my video, and I said it again. I'm happy, you know. I'm out of the stupid predatory system, and it's like, why do you need to pay $6 just for basically an upgrade of a car? It doesn't make sense.
An upgrade, by the way, that's now available for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said in my video last week that it was 2 weeks, but then Bob the Builder corrected me. He's like, no, it was actually 9 days.
Oh, Bob corrected you?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was right. Like,
Jesus
yeah, it
Christ.
wasn't even 2 weeks. Stupid.
That's crazy.
Like, God, how gullible can you be to, at least at this point, get GTA Plus? I understand down the road if they make it a lot more enticing, then I could see some people being like feeling more obligated, more pressured to get it. But the first outing for GTA Plus left a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
I think, and then, like, even if they started like saying, yeah, we're gonna give you, if you pay fucking $6, you're gonna get a fucking Kozetska with all the toys, and that will be like, okay, fair enough. That's actually really like that's a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
But even then, like, there's gonna be someone out there saying, "Are you stupid? Like, just go and I will give you those $millions to get yourself the same fucking stuff with all the toys."
Not only that, but Rockstar, when they were doing the promotions for Red Dead Online and Red Dead 2, they literally even made it easier for you to get that money from doing the challenges, you know? Like the gun challenges, you know, like Stone Hatchet, the Double Action, the Navy. Like, you literally get like 700k, I believe, from doing those 3 challenges, and that gets you somewhat closer to the Kosaka fund, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Rockstar,
Yeah.
they kind of also helped you get a little closer to it. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's basically me, an outsider, because I didn't play the PS5 version. But yeah, the GTA Plus thing is just it just makes me laugh. But every time I saw it, it's like, come on, really? I understand it for, you know, games like 76, and even that, like in 76, is kind of shit. Or easy, or Elder Scrolls Online. Like, okay, you get a subscription, and even iRacing. But man, like, at least those games offer something in return that is like, okay, fair enough. But when GTA is like ass, you know, you just get access to an exclusive monthly event week. That's so dumb.
Yeah, to make matters worse, we have no crossplay between PS5, Xbox Series, and still, despite the fact that GTA Online has made billions of dollars for Rockstar and Take-Two, aka 2K Games, or Take-Two Games, that's what I'm calling them now. Yeah, we still have peer-to-peer instead of dedicated servers, even though most other online games now are dedicated servers.
Yeah, that's true. Like, even Among Us has dedicated servers. Come on.
That's saying a lot.
Uh-huh.
like the Among Us, basically a game that is controlled by 6 people, has better servers than a game that makes billions of dollars a year. So yeah, at this point, it's pure greediness, in my opinion. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and the Milk
But-
Edition was so underwhelming. Yay, we have performance upgrades. It's run smoother. That's nice, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Not only that, I mean, when
It's
they
like
did,
I've said
when they-
before. It's
when they
basically
boasted about a lot of the
GTA, a
upgrades-
GTA PC port on a console.
I mean, not only that, when they also boast about a lot of the upgrades, right? What a lot of people might not realize is they've basically just taken advantage of the new tech in the consoles, which they're like, guys, this is brand new features that we have done. It's like, boast Rockstar. The fucking new features on the console are the reason why you have, seamless character switching. And even then, apparently, according to testing from Darkspace, it's even slower seamless character switching is on the next gen consoles in story mode, like compared to like PC or even the original versions, the original games. If you were to switch characters,
on PS3 and 360.
no, not the 360 ports. I mean, obviously that's slow, but I mean, like if you were to put in the PS4 disc into your PS5,
All right.
like
Oh,
that version is actually faster on the PS5 and Series X and S.
It's because we talk about the original.
That's
one,
actually true.
and the OG one is 360 and the PS3. But yeah, like I saw that too, and it's like seriously, like yeah, they're boasting about this game running faster, loading faster, and all that. Also, the word ray tracing was not everywhere, not because there are PR departments that actually abuse of that word. And this one, okay, they didn't abuse of that, but because there is no ray tracing at all, those ray trace shadows are just basically the lamest way to ray trace something. But people are just, this is breathtaking. So, okay.
You're breathtaking.
That's like, come on. There are better games that again offer that actually give you ray tracing and capping you for frames and all that, but this 60 frame, like this fucking game with its ray trace shadows are just, oh man, that's why I don't feel very sad of not playing that version. For me, it's like, yeah, you got you get a PC port for $40. Well, if you're on PlayStation Plus, it's for free, but again, it's not like a big of a deal. But that's the Milk Edition for you.
Yeah, and the physical copies should have come out this week by the time this podcast comes out. And those are full price. I think $40 for physical copy of PS5 or Xbox Series X for the Milk Edition of GTA 5. I really don't know how many people are actually going to purchase a physical copy. I don't know why you would, especially since a lot of us have bought a few copies, 360, PS4, Xbox One. My friend Shotgun gifted the PC version for me on Steam, so that's digital. And now digital versions for PS5, Xbox Series. So no thanks.
Yeah. Well, there's a question, and that's for everyone. How many times you bought GTA 5? GB said it already, so
Yeah, too many.
How about you, King?
Twice.
Twice?
The reason why I bought it twice is because I don't really technically count getting the free version of GTA Online from the PS5 as a purchase. I've got the physical version of the PS3 port, and I got the physical version of the PS4 port, and I'd say that's really it. The digital version of the PS5 GTA Online version, that's what I've got now.
Yeah, that's for free. So
Yeah, so technically two, but really, like, if I was to get it like after the discount, technically free.
Okay, so how about you, Yuji? How many times you bought GTA 5?
4.
4?
Jesus.
Okay.
4 times. The first one was on the Xbox 360.
Uh-huh.
Second one was on the Xbox One. Third time was on the PS4, and basically the fourth time is this milk piece of shit we have now.
Okay. You're counting the PS5 version.
Yeah, I'm gonna count that.
Okay.
All right, then.
Mike-
If we're counting mine as well for getting the free version, then yeah, mine's technically free then.
Yeah, just count it. I mean, it's technically GTA 5, but it's just locked unless you're willing to throw out a few shekels to unlock GTA 5. Unfortunately, as a lot of us know, you have to in order to get Rockstar Editor for GTA Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my heart. That's the part that breaks my heart. You need to like, if I wanted to go there, I need to play the fucking game complete full on to get actually access to something I'm actually recognized for. To the pictures I do in GTA. So thanks, Rockstar. Though you locked the feature that I used, but in my case, is the PS3 version that come with my PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4 version, the PC port. I'm gonna count the Epic version, so I got basically the PC port twice, and PS5, so I did it like 5 times.
Yeah, I don't know you know what? I used to think that Bethesda was the worst when it came to milking, but I think Rockstar has taken the crown.
Oh yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
Skyrim is on PlayStation 3, 360, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and now it's on PS5 and Series and Xbox Series. So that's like 9 ports, if I'm not wrong. Because GTA is like, if I'm not, like, right now, like, don't be surprised if GTA 5 is playable in your newest Tesla or in a Samsung smart fridge or I don't know, in a toaster or in a pacemaker.
I made that additional joke at the end of my like April Fool's video, but I don't really think it's a joke because you now have Zynga part of Take-Two, and Zynga is all about mobile games, and it would not surprise me if they came out with a mobile version that was quote-unquote free to play with GTA Online for your smartphones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I expect that. Like, at this point, you can expect anything. Like I said on one of your live streams, don't be surprised if NFTs make make a way on GTA Online.
Well, didn't Strauss already talk about how he's in favor of exploring NFTs in his games?
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think he mentioned that a while back.
Well,
it doesn't surprise me from the guy that tries to get every last nickel and dime and penny out of us.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can't.
Speaking of NFTs, I'll be honest, like, regarding them in the game, I could see it working if it was to be like you buy something from the store and you're able to like sell it off, like I could see it working like that. But I mean, the problem is with NFTs necessarily is that they're not really. I don't know. It's not really worth it if you're on about like the pictures and all that, like that kind of stuff.
So how would that work, though? Would it be like unique clothing items or unique libraries for vehicles and weapons?
I guess, and like you can sell that off, like if people would want it, the rare item.
Yes.
Like, let's say, for example, right? Let's say Rockstar brings back the beer hats in like as an NFT, right? You buy that for I don't know. Let's say $1 million in GTA Online. Let's say you buy that for $1 million. I know it sounds expensive, but I mean it's one day Rockstar, of course. They're gonna nickel and dime us.
Of course.
So let's say you buy it for that price, and then later on, you have that in your inventory, and obviously the beer hats are one of the most rarest items in the game, And let's say you want to trade that off. You want to trade that to get some your own GTA money, So you could sell that off to a friend, and that they'd be like. Like a bidding war, kind of, and then someone will be like, "Hey, I'll buy your beer hat for this price that you're gonna sell it for." At that point, it would basically just be similar to like, selling skins on CS:GO and all that.
Or like the auction house that existed for Diablo 3 when it launched.
Yeah, kind of like that, basically.
Oof.
So Kane, how much are you gonna sell that unique shirt you carry? How much?
Oh yeah,
Come on.
Right. $1 billion $1 billion. That's all I want.
$1 billion.
So,
Million.
professional. Can I have that? Can I have that $1 billion you got that you proudly flex about every time you stream? Yeah.
Hey,
$1 billion.
if you know the context, listeners, it's because Kane has one of the rarest T-shirts in the game. It's the Crossroads T-shirt on GTA Online. Only 500 people has it, and he's basically one of the part of 500 people that has that T-shirt. So yeah, he there is other ways to get it, like glitching and all that, but it's quite difficult. But yeah, he got it in the legit way, and
Basically
pretty much
begging Rockstar on Twitch. That's how I got it. I was like, please, Rockstar, give me the T-shirt in their Twitch chat, and they were doing the raffle.
Remember when they were giving out money, like, and we were sitting around in Discord just
Oh,
having a good
God,
laugh at all
yeah.
these like trashy streamers that didn't know how to play GTA. We were only
The
watching to
face
laugh at them
stream.
and also to get the money drops.
Oh yeah, and I remember I was so fucking lucky on those streams as well. I kept getting loads of good ones, like a lot of good bonuses.
the Facebook streams were legendary.
Oh, yeah.
Like they just found the most they just found any like random player out there. I don't know, someone that has a lot of viewers, and it was like a spectacle of seeing someone just doing really bad decisions in the game. So I remember seeing you guys on a call and seeing this guy buying a fucking bunker with no one like helping him out, and everyone is like,
Oh,
"What
yeah.
are you doing? Why
Yeah,
are you
that
so?"
one guy, that guy that looked like a fucking candy corn.
Was it Laser
kinda hair.
Corn? Was that his name? I forgot.
I don't know. I can't remember his name, but he
Yeah.
had some weird looking hair, and like. All I remember is he bought a facility just for a jetpack.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Wow.
Like, come on, dude. Why would you buy a facility for a thruster? The thruster's not even that good.
Jesus.
Those
I
are
also
some good times.
I
yeah,
know.
they canceled that. They canceled that due to, I think, one of the singers of the cringy song of the Casino Heist.
Oh yeah, Danny Brown. They got stream sniped. I remember now.
Yeah.
They got
mean,
stream sniped by a
because
PC hacker.
And also because he go mad with someone else and started just saying really nasty shit on stream. I don't know, like that happened
Oh
years
yeah,
ago.
he called us gamers incels.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
it probably doesn't hurt that Laszlo's gone because he used to be the host of those streams.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, I remember those old streams. He was there, and that time when Gypsy and GT Game were like in Rockstar side. Nowadays it's like, yeah, fuck off. Who are you? Who are you?
Oh,
Do you
God.
want GTA 4? Because I have that. Man, but yeah. Continuing with Rockstar, what about Red Dead Online?
Yeah.
The 5 people that are playing right now.
Yeah, it's a tragedy what's become of Red Dead Online. I know we all say this, we say it all the time. It had so much potential, and that's true. I mean, it's a beautiful open world experience, and it's sad that Rockstar just didn't have a good vision to make Red Dead Online work, despite the fact that so many of us within the Red Dead Online community have been basically giving great ideas to Rockstar for free that they never bothered going with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. GB, I have to ask you a question. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Red Dead Online: The Wise?
God.
Jesus.
Oh
It
boy.
is a tragedy.
You know I was gonna do that.
Right.
In every sense of the word.
But at this point, I just want Rockstar to grow a spine. I know we've been asking this for months. And just come out and tell the Red Dead Online community that it's over, that's being sunsetted. They won't even do that because they're so freaking greedy, because there has to be somebody out there still buying either like story mode for Red Dead Redemption 2. By the way, awesome game. Probably the last awesome game Rockstar will ever make, unfortunately. Or they buy the standalone version of Red Dead Online, or some fools out there are still buying gold bars. That's why Rockstar refuses to just tell us the truth, that they're done with Red Dead Online. I hope I'm wrong about that, by the way, but it just feels like it is, because they've gone from weekly events like they did in GTA to monthly events from November all the way to April.
Yeah. like the monthly events are a very bad sign, and I saw it you saying that this is like the worst
It is.
monthly event because it's just focused on blood money.
Yeah, it's blood money and it's a few other things, but it's amazing how they keep lowering the bar with these monthly events. They're nothing special. Even the ones that had like trader sales. I think there was one that was a trader sale that was making pretty good money doing trader sales.
Yeah,
a lot of us
that
veterans,
was the very first one.
Yeah.
That was the first one.
A lot of us don't even care anymore. We have so much money and cash and gold. We can't be bothered anymore to do trade sales or moonshine sales.
Jesus Christ. Well, okay, question for all of you. How many gold bars and money you have? Well, we know GP is gonna trash us all, but go ahead.
I think I've got like 1,000 something gold bars, and I think 200k cash, I believe.
Okay. Let me open. Let me see if there exists a gold bar versus dollars.
Actually,
like-
on Social Club, you can actually check your stats.
Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm logging into my social club while we do this.
Yeah, go.
Oh
I gotta
no!
see if there is RDO gold bars to USD and see how much if we can turn that in money, in real money.
All right, let me have a look real quick. Okay.
So you said, Kane, you said that you have 1,000, right?
I think it's like 1,000 or 1,100 something. It's around that ballpark.
Okay. So pretty much it's like 350 gold bars cost right now $100. So I think you're like into probably you're into $200 for free in gold bars.
Wait, yo, I can sell my account. Fuck this. I'm selling my account. Hold on, lads. I'm okay.
Go for it.
I ain't
Yeah, the
actually
game is
doing that.
So, UG, your turn. How much gold bars you have? I know that you didn't play like a long time ago.
Last time I checked, I had about 700 gold bars and about $30,000.
I think you're in the 100 bar, like 100, like probably $200. Like, well, GP is like in the thousands right now. He's like the one that actually
Not exactly something.
GB's
to brag
richer than
about.
all of us.
Okay, yeah, I know. I played 700 hours of the Red Dead Online. It was like people are like, oh shit. Okay.
Okay, so thanks to Kane's suggestion for the social club, I do have my numbers because I was on 3 platforms. So I stopped playing on PC because PC was literally the Wild West thanks to lack of any sort of like security. Whereas at least on PlayStation, you have PlayStation Network, Xbox, you have Xbox Live. You have none of that for GT Online and Red Dead Online on PC. So it's even worse and wilder because of the freaking modders and peer-to-peer. So I have 3 characters. Wolfus, my primary character on PlayStation, $171,000, 1,550 gold bars. Paula Janine on Xbox has $75,000, 854 gold bars, and poor Emmett McFly over on PC only has $20,000 and 378 gold bars. So you add all that up together, yeah, pretty sad.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. When it comes to PlayStation, I don't know, man. I have quite a lot. Well, when it comes to me, I have right now $50,000 in in-game cash and a whopping, astonishing 120 gold bars. It's
Damn.
so low. It's because I back then I never played like the daily challenge thing that a lot of people do that. Like not like if I played like hardcore like you guys, I will be there, but I never like got into it like others.
Yeah. But you know what really matters in Red Dead Online? It's not the cash.
Family.
It's
Okay.
not just family. It's not just the cash. It's not the gold. It's the capital.
Wait, I know where this is going.
Yes.
It's a
Capitality!
capital.
It's so much capitality that Rockstar put a fucking like limit, so you can only carry like 50 capitali in your character, and the other is in the fucking lockbox.
Yeah.
That's the currency of the future of Red Dead Online, capitally. But Jesus Christ,
It's so messed up because that wasn't the first new currency they introduced. First was the stupid roll tokens, which makes no fucking sense. You don't need roll tokens once you
Oh
reach a certain
God,
rank.
I still have 2 of those, and I'll never be able to use them.
I have a whole bunch of them because I refuse to use the tokens unless it's something I want to buy in the roll. So I have like 100 something roll tokens. There was no point in the roll tokens. They're stupid. You could just unlock it automatically as you rank it and purchase it with either cash or gold. And then they go from tokens to fucking Capitale. I think right there, if there was no indication that the plot was lost when it came to Rockstar's so-called vision for Red Dead Online, it became pretty apparent nearly a year ago with the Blood Money update, or if we could even call it an update.
It's so
Yeah.
dumb. Like those roll tokens, I never understand their existence. It's like, okay, in any pass you buy, battle pass, like yeah, when you pass a level, you get that thing unlocked. On Red Dead Online, well, when Outlaw passes were a thing, you unlock the thing, but you needed to invest roll tokens to actually unlock it, and that actually gives you the chance to get the chance to buy it again. So it's like, what is this ass logic going on with these solo passes and this and what is the other name of the newer
It was
ones?
Quick Draw, which was basically all it was Outlaw Pass 6. Let's just be honest. It was Outlaw Pass 6. Rockstar tried to stretch it out by chopping it up into 4 pieces and renaming it Quick Draw Club. That's what it was.
Yep, totally. So now, well, we're talking about nostalgia because, well, the 5 people that are playing Red Dead Online, well, they will feel identified, but okay. What is the best Outlaw Pass or Quick Draw
I would say the best one was probably Outlaw Pass 2 because it started off getting John Marston's outfit from Red Dead Redemption 1 or the epilogue of Red Dead Redemption 2. And then once you finished it, you got Arthur Morgan's outfit. And plus you got both their hats.
Oh, that's a good one.
And
yeah,
there was some other good stuff in Outlaw Passes 2 as well, but I would say it was easily the best of the Outlaw Passes.
Yeah.
I'd say the first one probably, and it's mainly because I like that one Union outfit, like, or Frontierman's outfit. You know, like
Oh yeah,
I
that
like
was
the hat and like the little vest and the little what is it,
Oh,
suspenders
yeah.
that they got. Like it actually really does look like you'd be part of like the Rough Riders. You know.
The Minion Man. It actually reminds me to press.
I love
Remind-
that outfit,
Oh
man.
God, not Preston.
Like that outfit is so nice. I actually like it's between in my end is between the first and the second. Like
And
in the first
Not
one,
only that,
it's
like there was a lot of like really good cosmetics as well that came with it. Like I think there was a few weapon tints that came with that pass, if I remember correctly. I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, there might have been.
If someone wants to correct us in the comments, feel free to. But I think there was like a few, really nice looking weapon skins in there. And there was a lot of other, character outfits. There was Charles's outfit for those that are fans of Charles. There was another character's outfit in there. So that was cool for those people that are fans of that other character.
Look, I know you
what
don't
else?
like Sadie, but her bounty hunter outfit was badass. So
yeah,
No,
that's true.
fucking simps.
The first one,
Oh,
like
God.
in the first one, if they will go for the normal Sadie, like that Sadie normally uses like normal clothing, I actually like that one. Like it was a kind of a miss that they actually focused on the other one, the bounty hunting, and the bounty hunter one. But it's a 50-50. I actually like that one. Like it's a good one. But that actually painted a good future for Red Dead Online. They're like, hey, we're gonna see more of this thing. Well, without knowing that will decrease on quality.
we thought the same thing about Frontier Pursuits because Outlaw Pass 1 came out with Frontier Pursuits, and at that point, we thought, yes, Rockstar finally was going to start like taking like Red Dead Online in the direction it deserved to go. Then we got Moonshiners, and then Naturalists, and well, here we are.
Yeah, like I remember on Frontier Pursuits, it was like the first time on that week that I hardcore played Red Dead Online. Like I was really into bounty hunting. Like
And not only
was
that, we did a lot of trader as well. Like we did a lot of sales, like with me and a few other people. Like we made a lot of money that those few early weeks.
We were glitched. To be fair, we
Yeah,
were glitched.
But still, we made good money.
Yeah, we did like, well, I basically spend it all on crap that I don't use, but yeah, we did like good money on that in those sales. Like I think you did like more than 50,000. I did like 20,000. Like it was good money back then, and I was like into.
I went up to like 30 or 35, I think.
Yeah, like it's sad, and again, it's like GB said. It's a sad thing that actually Rockstar decided to fuck the fucking bounty hunters with that stupid achievement that just basically robs you. I hate that achievement. It's so stupid.
Well, Rockstar made a lot of bad decisions when it came to Red Dead Online, and I think that's what ultimately led to, at the moment, its demise, unless Rockstar's plans to turn it around. Never say never, as I always like to say. But as of right now, Red Dead Online is Red Dead, as Fat has been jokingly saying. And Rockstar is 100% to blame for that.
Yep, totally. Like there is many people thinking, like, wanting that this game to prosper, to have like not the same, but the same ramifications that GTA has. Because, well, GTA has a lot of like executive gun runner and all that crap, and that also leads to more ramifications. But at least have like this, like at least some goal. Like that's the thing. Like there is no goal in Red Dead Online. Yeah, you're rich. Yes, you have a lot of gold bars, but you don't have anything to spend on. Or there is no properties. Sure, you have fancy new horses, but there is just how many stalls? Like 8 right now?
10.
10.
And there's been 10 since the beta over 3 years ago.
My God. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, I know that there is people out there that they say, oh, you should compare Red Dead Online to GTA. But at least when GTA started with the updates, kind of shaped updates, at least they give you more garage space. I don't know why they just skipped this with Red Dead. Like, why is the matter of doing the same as story mode, that you can have different horses on different stables, that you can have a nice collection out there?
Well, I was actually wrong about that part because I've gone back to play through Black Hat Red Dead Redemption 2, and apparently it's the same 4 horses in all the stables. So you're actually capped at 4 horses in Red Dead Redemption 2, but still, because it's Red Dead Online, we should by now have at least twice as many horses that we can own, and properties, and more roles, and other good stuff. I don't know, something Kane's been asking for, a heist version in Red Dead Online, but at this point, I seriously doubt we're going to get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like imagine how a heist update will cause impact to Red Dead Online. Like that will be enough to bring back people, even in this poor state. But they are like so, like they don't want to. At this point, they are just like, okay, this is blood money. Part 2 with Capitali, and it's, I don't know. It's just like blood money could be so much more. Taking the evil path, like that's something that they just didn't exploit. You have this option to be a bad guy and a good guy, and they talk about making an RPG out of Red Dead Online, but they didn't.
That's funny.
They didn't. Like they wanted to make their own 5M version, and they didn't. It's like you always be the good guy. Even if you pet your stupid horse, you're a good guy.
It doesn't really allow you to be a full-fledged black hat in the game. I mean, against other players, of course you can. But even the Blood Money updates where they build it as where you could actually do some outlaw activities, like these new stranger... Well, not new, but the newest Capitelli-themed Stranger Dangers. A lot of them are centered towards you actually going after other bad guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Our corrupt politicians.
True. Like, it's so, like, okay, I get it. If you want to talk, if you want to do the good guy stuff, but at least, if you're going to make a fucking RPG, and you're at least just, exploit that. Just don't take you always need to be not the hero, but like the like a necessary evil. It's like, I don't know. I just
What, like an
don't know.
anti-hero?
Yeah, something
Yes.
like that.
Something like that. Just like in the fucking blood money thing, it's like that. You feel like that you're like the anti-hero. Oh, you saved the day. And what is the protagonist that introduced you to Capitali? What is this guy? How it's called?
Guido Martelli, I think his name
Fredo
is.
Martelli. Yeah. How many times you see that fucker out? No, like that time, and that's it.
Yeah, it's like,
It's
except for
so-
some
You only see him-
narrations. Yeah.
You only hear his voice in in some cutscenes, and the only time you really see him is in the intro cutscene to Blood Money, and a few times in the end in Red Dead Redemption 2's campaign. But that's really it. You don't really see him at all. And when you see him in Red Dead 2, he has no speaking roles.
No.
And that's considering he's like the one that introduced you to blood money. It's so much bad choices because you can just make a different thing. Because I remember I was kind of excited for it because like, oh yeah, finally we're gonna have a train robbery. Oh, fantastic. And well, we got like a really shitty mission, and to kick you even worse than the balls, fucking GTA Online gets set in the tuners.
Yeah.
So so yeah, that's the bad side of all this. Like, it's a sad thing that Red Dead Online come to this state. But well, at least the 7 people that play the game, they're happy on their place, and well, good luck to them, I guess.
Yeah.
But talking about Red Dead,
Yeah,
how
Red
about
Dead.
Red Dead multiplayer?
I agree. Red Dead deserved much better. I mean, I'm not even like bored enough to go outside the map anymore. I mean, I used to do it, especially most recently for Red Dead Online B-roll, because fuck Rockstar, or Take-Two Games, whatever you want to call them. But it's so sad what they've done with Red Dead Online and with Rockstar in general because of sheer outright greed, heavily influenced by their parent company Take-Two, and that's a big reason why they focus so much on GTA Online. They were I don't think they were expecting to make as much money off of the shark card sales. They probably knew they were going to make some profits, but the amount of money they've made over the years is astronomical compared to other games, and so much so, it was like staring into the one ring, right? And the ring corrupted them. And that's why we've only got one other game that came out officially, a new game, Red Dead Redemption 2 back in 2018. Probably the last really good quality Rockstar game we're ever going to get. Yeah, they're working on the next GTA game, but I think most of us are not really expecting too much.
Yeah, like I'm scared of how future Rockstar game is. Like, we know, and you said it really well, Red Dead Redemption 2 is gonna be, I think, is basically the end. It's like that swan song for the nice developer that we knew and grew up. And right now it's just, basically this empty shell full of greatness, and that. And I think pretty much that GTA Online is basically a victim of its own success, and Rockstar itself as well. And there are people out there still with the rose tinted glasses, thinking and full of nostalgia. Kind of reminds me to Nintendo, and it's like, oh yes, because they made the old games that I enjoyed back then when I was a teenager, but right now they are like unable to see how fucking Rockstar is right now. It's kind of sad, but one day they will just actually comprehend and see that that's the reality they are facing.
Well, one thing's certain, a lot more people are pissed at Rockstar than they were even a few months ago.
Yeah, that's true. That's completely true.
But I think that is enough for episode 1 today. We definitely have plenty more Rockstar talking to do, or Take-Two Games. In episode 2, when Mike comes back, we'll dive into the Defective Edition and the OG trilogy. I think that's a nice teaser for episode 2. But But I'm grateful that all of you decided to give us a chance with the first episode. Hopefully it'll come back in a few weeks or a month from now for episode 2. And before we go, I'm going to give everybody a chance to do a little shout out, do a little plug, and say a few final words before they part. By the way, everybody's channel, link below in the description section. we'll start off left to right with Kane. Go.
All right, so with my channel, I'm doing basically Let's Plays at the moment. I mostly do Let's Plays on random games, and I also focus on GT Online. God help me, please. But yeah, I mostly focus on, GT Online as a main source of content, and I also do Let's Plays on streams, and I often do commentary sort of esque videos as well. And yeah, that's usually what I do. And if you want to subscribe to me, feel free to. I do greatly appreciate it.
All right. Next is Yuji, since Red is muted at the moment. You have the floor, sir.
Well, I'm not going to shout out my channel or anything, but I actually do want to kind of give a special shout out to someone that's very dear to me, and that's my mom. Because by the time this episode actually does come out, it'll be my mom's birthday. So if you actually are listening to this, Mom, happy birthday, and I love you very much.
Happy birthday, Mama Yuji.
Yeah, happy birthday to Yuji's mom, and thank you for bringing him into the world so that we can have to put up with him. Just kidding.
Yeah. He joined.
I love
the
you guys too, you
pricks.
pricks.
And that's why you love us, baby.
All right, Red, what's going on with your channel?
Well, before I do that, happy birthday to Mama Yuji. It's nice, and yeah, you gave birth to one of my best friends, and one of the most sarcastic guys I ever met. But getting that out of the way, well, I cover everything racing. I have planned to do more Gran Turismo 7. Since there are endurance races, I think I'm gonna do one on stream. That is I think one of the new ones, to see how it goes and how it plays. And more the Crew 2 related stuff, videos going on. I think I knew that I take a little break of it because GT7. But I'm for sure coming back. I'm going more for guides and all that. And maybe in the future will be more about covering more motorsport stuff. That actually is getting me. It's quite enjoyable to see and cover that up, even if it's my opinion. I know that sports is talking up. It's one of those topics that makes you that is kind of divisive. But I want to just cover that up. It's something that I truly enjoying these last days. I'm just passing by seeing a lot of motorsport. But yeah, consider subscribe. I'm open for all this more motor enthusiasts out there. So yeah, thank you. And yeah, that's it.
And before I plug my channel, I'm going to plug Mike's channel since he's not here. He better join us for the next episode or we will hunt you down, Mike. We will. Several of these guys are going to your wedding, and they know where you're going to be on that special day.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
If you want some idiot that likes to... Yeah, if you want some idiot that likes to play Warzone for some reason, and some GTA racing, and even doing some silly mugging streams, and his shorts as well, be sure and check out Mike the Gaming Juice channel, also linked below in the description section.
Oh, God.
He's a blithering idiot, but we love him anyway.
That we do. And,
indeed.
my channels, because I have a few channels. I have my main channel, where I post some Rockstar Take-Two Games content for now. That may not be in the future, but for now, I'm still going to keep covering Red Dead Online once a month, I suppose, until Rockstar stops giving us monthly updates. I mean, monthly events, those other content creators have bled that into my head. It's events, not updates. Updates are actual updates to the fucking game. Get it right. So, yeah, monthly events for Red Dead Online. I may or may not continue to do the weekly events for GTA Online, and I'm going to be continuing to play some Weird West. I've been enjoying that on Saturdays. After Weird West, I think I'll finally go back to Hyrule and play some Zelda Breath of the Wild, because before, Nintendo were assholes to streamers and content creators unless they were the blessed anointed few, but then Smash Brothers came out, and then Nintendo kind of okay, fine, anyone can stream and cover our games. They finally caught up with the time. So I've been wanting to go back and play Zelda for a while now. So maybe after Weird West, I'll do that on Saturdays. On Sundays, we're playing Red Dead Redemption multiplayer, Road to Legendary, Yuji Outlaw, myself, Belfast the Camper, and a few other cowpokes over in Red Dead Redemption multiplayer. And Yuji and I have been having a lot of fun.
Yeah, that we have.
Indeed. So that's what I usually do on Sundays. And, occasionally I'll do a thoughts video, an ideas video. Sometimes I'll climb up to Mount Soapbox and have a rant And my other channels include the vlogs channel Riley and I do once a month. We go over things that happen in our lives and etc. So the vlogs channel, as well as GB Fang, which is my non-gaming channel. I post some political stuff. I post like TV show stuff, movie stuff, trending topics, etc. Non-gaming related content, I usually just throw over there on my Viva Variety channel, GB Fang. But you can check out my channel along with Yuji's channel, Kane's channel, Red's channel, and of course, Mike the Game and Choose channel below in the description section. And one final thing before we go. Prick Mail is going to start happening next episode. So leave your comments, and we will read over some of your comments in the Prick Mail around the end of episode 2. No promises that we'll pick your comment. We may pick your comment or we may not. But we'll read a few comments in the comment section of episode 1 and episode 2 and in future installments of the Prickast.
So that means that is the end. Thank you very much for, listening to the first episode of the Prickast with Yuji Ogla, GP, Kane, and me, Red David Dinosaurs. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much. And well, that's in my line, but whatever. See you on the next one. Goodbye.
You stupid pricks!